The release of Titanfall 3 has been eagerly anticipated by the gaming community. Respawn Entertainment and EA, however, have been yet to confirm the third game is actually being developed, and though there hasn't been an official announcement yet, rumors have been going around everywhere, partly because Respawn Entertainment has been working on several projects at once, and the fans like myself are unsure what their top priorities are. The future of Titanfall 3 is still unclear, even with the devoted fan base and the critical acclaim, despite the passionate work the developers are doing for the series. There's definitely still a lot of significant challenges to overcome due to the fierce competition in the market and the company's focus right now on Apex Legends. But just maybe fans of the Titanfall series might need to lower their hopes and rejoice that there might be more opportunities for these smaller Titanfall experiences, as well as the continuously expanding Apex Legends universe. It's hard to say what the future holds, but today we'll cover all the recent leaks, rumors, and speculation in regards to the future of the Titanfall universe, breaking down the anticipated release date for Titanfall 3, the consoles it'll be available on, some new leaks in regards to the possible story details, even Respawn Entertainment's comments on the development of Titanfall 3. So let me know in the comment section if you're excited for Titanfall 3. Drop a like on this video, and now let's talk about Titanfall. When we break down what Titanfall is, it's important to take account where it actually came from and how it started. The rise of the franchise began following the release of Titanfall. Respawn Entertainment made a big splash. Players were immersed in its expansive futuristic world where pilots and massive mechs known as Titans engaged in combat. The gameplay of the game was unique in the fact that it combined a first-person shooter action while controlling these huge Titan robots. Now, for its time, the success of Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 was groundbreaking. Titanfall 2 was released after the first game's success. The compelling single-player campaign in this follow-up was built upon the success of the first, narrating the tale of Jack Cooper and his Titan BT-7274. This relationship between the pilot and the Titan was warmly welcomed, and the multiplayer aspects of the game were complemented by the enhancements of the gameplay and the world encounters of the Titanfall universe. It's also worth noting that we can't really talk about Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 unless we talk about Apex Legends. Apex Legends was also developed by Respawn Entertainment, and Titanfall's overall impact on Apex Legends design is incredible. Apex Legends is also situated in the world of Titanfall. As many of you guys know, the original interpretation of this battle royale genre swept the gaming community off its feet. The Apex Legends community even today is still massive. The characters and locales have connections to the previous Titanfall games, even though there are no Titans involved in Apex Legends. With its release, the Titanfall franchise saw a resurgence in the popularity, and the wider audience was exposed to the world of the Titanfall universe. So now the possibility of Titanfall 3, I wouldn't count it out just yet. The question of whether Titanfall 3 will ever be revealed looms large as fans' anticipations grow. The situation is fluid, with online rumors and minor updates to the past games feeding more and more speculation. It's also important to remember that Titanfall 3 has not officially been confirmed yet, but the Respawn Entertainment developers have acknowledged how passionate fans are about the franchise. Any casual remarks or teases have the potential to cause a rift within the gaming community, so it's very important to keep a close eye out for any indication of a sequel in the developers' insights on their previous and their current projects. Like I said previously, Titanfall 3 has not officially been canceled or even confirmed by EA, but there are some obstacles and things to think about when it comes to Titanfall 3. There's still multiple issues that are standing in the way of Titanfall 3's development, the first being the attention to Apex Legends. Respawn Entertainment is making significant contributions to the game's continued development. This battle royale takes a significant investment of time as well as money. The market competition, there's a lot of competition in the first-person shooter market right now. A new Titanfall game has financial risks when it launches. Depending on when it launches, Titanfall 2 especially fell in between one of the Call of Duty releases, and as a lot of you guys know, if you remember, Apex Legends actually hot dropped. Another one of the challenges they could face is the storytelling, maybe figuring out how to include a possible Titanfall 3 in the growing Apex Legends universe, because they would definitely want to capitalize on the Apex Legends community if they were to release a new game. Now, this future project still remains completely unclear, but with the latest information that actually came out, it does cover some story details and a possible release date, and with no formal announcement of Titanfall 3, the release date is very vague. There's been plenty of YouTube channels in the past that have covered the Titanfall 3 release date, and as all of you guys know, those are just rumors, those are just leaks, and none of those have actually came true, so I'll cover that towards the end of the video. So now, before we talk about the story details that have leaked, I wanted to let you guys know that we're actually giving away a PS5 at 80,000 subscribers. If you'd like to win a PS5, it's very simple. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Also, tweet me proof that you're actually subscribed, and I'll be picking a winner at 80,000 subscribers. All this information will be in the pinned comment of this video. Good luck, guys. So now to talk about the story of Titanfall 3. Take this with a grain of salt, but the leak goes as follows. The game is set in both the frontier and especially the Outlands during the mid 28th century, with the Battle of Gridiron and a new beginning serving as a notable notable exception. The Second Frontier War takes place in the year of 2742, following the Frontier Militia's incursion of the Mercenary Syndicate, which escalated into a full-scale conflict, and this occurred approximately 5 years after the communication between the Frontier and the Outlands that was fully restored in 2737. Now, after recovering communication from a blackout, the prologue missions are set before and during the Apex Legends timeline, which serve as the resolution of the ending of Titanfall 2's campaign story and foreshadowing a large-scale post-Apex conflict. The campaign story of Titanfall 3 revolves around a historical recurrence in which a conflict akin to the Frontier War breaks out for a different reason. A distinct faction of the Frontier militia forces, with distinct goals from their counterparts in Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, invaded the Outlands in search of total independence from the outside forces such as the Syndicate and the IMC, and now the IMC has declared war on the militia on pretext of terrorism. Depending on the mission, the player can take multiple roles on, like the PO-358 and Jack Cooper. So pretty interesting leak. Whether it turns out to be true is another thing. There was also a pretty insane concept that I saw on r/Titanfall. The discussion thread starts off by saying this: I want to know everyone's ideas for a sequel that will probably never come. I could see Cooper continuing his fight against the IMC and possibly tracking down and getting revenge on Blisk. Perhaps more Apex Predators could be introduced. Maybe Blisk kills Captain Briggs. General Martyr could be involved as well. And someone replied, as long as the 6-4 is involved, I'm happy. I don't know about going back to Cooper and BT though. I feel like their story was told and I loved the open-ended ending. I think it would be really cool to have a story following Gates and her defection from the IMC. And then someone replied, wait, Gates is a defective pilot from the IMC. Also gotta get Barker in there. Moonshine is the best. And then finishing up this thread, if Titanfall 3 exists, then the Apex Predator would be the Apex Legends character. Someone replied with, it would be cool even if they tied it all together somehow, but still kept faith to the Titanfall universe and not the Apex game. So pretty cool concept that I thought I'd cover. Now to touch on the possible release date for Titanfall 3. One thing that was in the wilds in regards to the initial build of the game was that it was apparently in development for 10 months and even had a playable build before it was put off for other projects. So fans are still eager for a third entry of the franchise, but with no confirmed announcement over at Respawn, there's really not much we can say but wait for the official announcement. I could say that the game is releasing by the end of the year, but that's just not true. There is still a lot of people saying that the game isn't even happening, and myself, I've went back and forth about the game's development, even talking about the possible platforms the new game could be on. I'd love to say this generation of consoles like the PS5, the Series X, and PC, but who knows how far the game is actually out. One thing is for sure, more and more leaks about the possibility of the game keep coming out. With updates to the old games and playlist updates and challenges, it's hard to say something isn't happening in the Titanfall universe. Maybe it's a third game, maybe it's a completely new spin-off. Time will only tell. But I think that's gonna wrap it up with today's video. Let me know in the comment section, do you think the story leaks for Titanfall 3 are true? When do you think the game is actually gonna come out? Is it still in development? Don't forget guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe with your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'll definitely keep you guys up to date with any future news in regards to Titanfall 3. This has been Zach. I'll catch you guys in the next one.